Hey, so thank you and welcome to your Converting Rational Numbers Flippable. I'm going to make this video as quick as possible. You're going to need this blue handout and this white handout. And then you're going to very quickly just trim along the edges and cut out these individual boxes. And you'll end up with a little stack of them here. If you would like and you work quickly, you can also trim out, and I know I have it upside down, you could trim out these titles, which I have here because I know that I will have time to do those. This video quality, we are always struggling at school to have good live video, and we try various things throughout the year. This video, I usually have a spreadsheet click through, but I can't find it, so I'm going to make this video really quickly. You can see how I have taken my convertible sheet and I have folded it along the side. I like to pick it up and pinching the sides between my fingernails, go really sharp. That will let the pages stay down. They don't pop up. See how this one is kind of popping up and those don't pop up well? If I turn it on its side and I pinch and drag along the edge, then lay it down, it folds completely flat. I then take my scissors and I just cut around the dotted line there so it will open up. And I've already pre-cut everything except for this last one, which I will cut now. All right, and once you have this done, you are ready to go. So for now, pause the video and go and collect all of these pieces and get ready to glue and put it together with me. All right, so welcome back, and I hope that you've got that done. I am going to take advantage of having enough space to add my titles. So this is Converting Rational Numbers, and it says flippable because it does flip. Oh, if my glue is not going to work, that's okay. I'll just use other glue, or I will go ahead and just put that in place later. My glue is not going to work, so I would put that there, and I accidentally cut mine into two pieces. I hope you're going to be smart and not do that. And then there is another I can statement. Again, these are not necessary. You don't have to do that at all, but it does look nice when you can have both of those on there. I can convert fractions, decimals, and percents to create equivalent values. Okay, so as we go through here, I'm going to show you what goes where, and then you can glue them in. You may need a pause from time to time. I'm going to grab a little quick piece of tape. We're going to tackle percent to fraction, and there are two of these pieces that we're going to need. So I'm looking for the printed one that starts with a percent and it turns it to a fraction. Here it is. 42% goes to a fraction, and then we've reduced the fraction. And I'm going to put that example behind the door. You're going to glue it. I'm going to tape mine. Now we're looking for a description of how did we do that. We put the 42 over 100 and then we reduced. So we're looking for something that says with handwriting that we put it over 100, write the percent over 100, and then reduce or simplify. So those are the two pieces that go there. Okay, so next, percent to decimal. So I'm going to look at my pieces and find an example that starts with a percent and moves to a decimal. And here it is, 42% is 0.42. So I'm going to put the example behind the door and look for a description in handwriting that says, how did I do that? Well, if you remember from your regular class, we move the decimal two places to, that's right, the left. So this handwritten description goes there underneath the door. Move the decimal two places to the left. All right, how about fraction to decimal? Here it is. We have the fraction 1/8, and what did we do? That line tells us to divide. So we divided and we've got decimal 125. So the example gets tucked behind the door. Let's find the description. And the description is as simple as this: box top. We're going to take the top number, put it in the box, and divide it by the bottom number. Okay? Fraction to percent. If you have to pause the video to keep up, that's what you need to do. Here we go. Fraction changed all the way to a percent. We box topped and got 0.0125, and then to get from a decimal to percent, we're going to move that decimal 2 places to the right. There's a lot going on here. So again, fraction to percent, just like the door says. So we're going to start by the top number divided by the bottom number, remember box top, and then we moved it 2 places to the right, or times 100. So you'll get to where you can do that automatically when you look at it, but you might want to add underneath times 100. You can always add that decimal and show that you're moving it 2 places to the right. That might be very helpful to you. Alright, so now we're at the bottom 2. Decimal to percent. That's an easy one. 0.75 changes to 75%. The example behind the door. And that's right. All we had to do was move that decimal 2 places to the right. It doesn't get easier than that in 7th grade, going from decimals to percent. We're down to our last one. We're going from a decimal to a fraction. Like 0.75, 75 cents or 75 out of 100 is equal to 3/4 or 3/4. Let's put that example behind the door and the description underneath the door. Putting a 1 under the decimal, zeros under the numbers, then simplify. Alright, when you have all of this done, flip it over, put a smear of glue in each of the corners, and you are finished. Don't forget to label your page. Page 10. This is a very important foldable. You will be able to use this on the test, so be sure you have it done correctly. Good luck!